everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Will a Wonderful World. So, I had to go back from the beginning, but it started with how do you feel, which is, we've already seen. So, he's asking what text we saw in the orange, and the actual answer is truly important information. Truly important information, I think. Correct. The orange text may appear not only in my words, but also occasionally in the humans' letters as well. The humans' letters might include text in other colors too, such as yellow and blue. The yellow text highlights digital messages in a text message or email, while blue text highlights messages left in a fax or a note. The orange text, however, emphasizes something else. I'll explain it to you later when we see it. You won't remember it at all if I say too much right now. In the end, you just need to remember that orange text is extremely important. Now, to make sure that you didn't just make a lucky guess earlier, we are going to have another quiz. Which of the following phrases were highlighted in orange text in my previous dialogue, and what is their correct order? Oh, God. Yellow text, text message or email, orange text. Orange text, text message or email, blue text. Text message or email, blue text, orange text. I think. Oh boy, I think it is the third one? See, I knew this was going to happen. You have to remember the importance of all the orange text. As long as you pay attention, orange text will be very helpful in completing your tasks. In other words, if you don't, you are likely to get stuck in some of the more challenging tasks. We are going to restart the game now to teach you a lesson so that you understand how serious I am. Alright, so we're back to this. So the actual way that he said it was orange text, text message or email, and blue text. Oh boy, I think it is the second one? Correct. Thank goodness. It looks like you have truly mastered what I have taught you so far. You are truly my master. Aside from the orange text, in normal mode you will also notice a lot of red text. I did notice red text. If you read those words very carefully, you might find some clues that could help you solve the puzzles. In normal mode, such clues will be highlighted in red. They might help you with your deductions. If you ever find yourself stuck in a puzzle with no idea how to proceed, pay special attention to the red text and you will surely be able to make progress. Alright, it seems like you should do just fine now. And I can take it easy too then. I believe as you go along with your tasks, you will eventually make the right decisions. Besides, I can see that you have already made a choice. A choice? Yes, I told you at the beginning that handling the prayers from the humans is your job. However, whether to help them or not, and how exactly you want to change their fates is completely up to you. I see that you have chosen S-ending for them all. That means you are choosing the path of absolute kindness. Well, they were asking me for help, so of course I should help them. What's the alternative? That I should torture them instead? Not necessarily. I just want to remind you that the path of an absolute kindness is not an easy one. Especially when you receive letters from two different people, you will have to make the endings for both sides an S. Simply achieving an S ending for just one of them won't be good enough. In other words, you have to solve two people's problems at the same time. I see. Well, I'm sure I can find a way. Okay then. By the way, I suppose you don't remember your own name either. Your name is Myth. Myth? You are a god who can manipulate people's fates through stories and puzzles. That's why they call you Myth. You might not know this yet, but you are actually quite popular in the human world. Some of the urban legends that have been circulating are stories about you. Wow! I didn't know I was so impressive. Even though I seem to have forgotten a lot of things, and I'm still adapting and trying to learn. I do feel like helping people, and that makes me happy. If I work very hard, could I possibly grant wishes to everyone in the world? Everyone? Well, you'd be buried by all of their letters first. However, if you try your best, you should be able to shape the world a little closer to your liking at the very least. Got it. I'll try my best. Well, from now on, let me know if you have any questions. After all, it's just the two of us here. Let me see what kind of letters we're getting today. Ooh, okay, so we can look at him now. Aww. At 35, attempted suicide at home by burning coal in a sealed room. Saved. Alright, cool.
请帮帮我。
My new partner, okay.
为什么会这样？
First day at a new school. Okay. Oh, they're interlinked. Okay, so we'll start with her this time. Go ahead, show me. This problem was so difficult. I stared at the test, and it looked like some kind of ancient curse, torturing my fragile mind. A box of chocolate milk suddenly appeared on my desk. My favorite! I opened it up and started drinking it. It was delicious. Li Wen, what are you doing during an exam? Miss Yang pounded her fist on my desk. My eyes went wide. There was no test. No Miss Yang. Not even my favorite drink, chocolate milk. I was lying in my own bed, still wearing the t-shirt that I had put on for tennis last night. How had I fallen asleep like this? Suddenly I remembered that I had found some strange things at my door last night. I carefully opened the door and looked outside. There was nothing. Was it all just a dream? In any case, what time was it? I checked the clock on the wall. It was 9:10! I rushed to school as fast as possible. The second period had just begun. It was tennis class today. Our school was famous for its emphasis on so-called quality education, which meant that unlike other schools, we had classes and stuff like tennis, art, and so on, even for the senior students, so that they could get some exercise and release some of the stress from schoolwork. Not many seniors enrolled in these classes, though. Everyone had bet their whole lives on the upcoming Gaokao, I don't know, the National Higher Education Entrance Exam. However, I still had no idea what I wanted to do in the future, nor what major I would be interested in. I supposed I would just go with the flow. I carried the racket under my arm and ran onto the tennis court. Why not just go into tennis? Usually I would just do some hitting practice during the class. But today, I was here with a purpose. Last time, I had accidentally hit that knucklehead Rocky from class 3 when I had been practicing my serve. He insisted that I had done it on purpose and challenged me to a match to settle the score. What kind of obsessive, obnoxious man was this? Well, today was the day of our duel. I had agreed to his proposal with 30 boxes of chocolate milk as the wager. My favorite. We would play a doubles match for one set, and we got to pick a partner for the opponent. I picked Wang Qiang as Rocky's partner first. He was probably the weakest of all of the people present today. My darling chocolate milk, here I come! Rocky pointed to someone behind me. You'll partner with him, then. I turned around, and I saw someone who was looking petrified, someone whom I had never even met. The stranger introduced himself as Jimmy. He said he had just transferred from Hong Kong today. A transfer student in the last semester of senior year. And from Hong Kong, no less. That was peculiar. Never mind. I needed to win my chocolate milk first. Since he had enrolled in the class, he could be really good. Maybe this would be my lucky day. Just one game later, I realized I had been kidding myself. That sneaky Rocky. He must have known this guy didn't know how to play at all. Wang Quang might only be a 2.0, but that would make Jimmy a 0.2. He barely even knew how to hold a racket. No matter, for my precious chocolate milk, I would have to do it alone. Half an hour later, we were at the tiebreaker. The score was 7-8, their match point. If I could win this next point, I still had a chance. Otherwise, I would have to go buy the chocolate milk myself at a 7-Eleven. I was standing on the right side at the back. My hat was soaking wet, and sweat was dripping down my ponytail onto my t-shirt. Jimmy was standing on the left side of the net, and I could see he was sweating through the back of his t-shirt too. Here came the ball. It was aimed at the center of the back court to my left. I squeezed the racket in my hand. A sudden twist of my ankle. I fell to the ground and completely mishit the ball. Even worse, it went straight into the back of Jimmy's head. Jimmy fainted. Oh no. Did I just give him a concussion? But I clearly remembered that he was standing much further left, wasn't he? Li Wen. Alright, new student. Jimmy. Oh, he does look like 7. My name is Jimmy. Today was my first day in Yingnan High School as a senior. I flew from Hong Kong to Beijing only a few days ago. On my first night, my suitcase, which held my laptop, still hadn't arrived at the hotel. I was bored out of my mind and decided to go down to the arcade to kill some time. There, I saw a girl with long hair. She had come into the arcade with a basket of tennis balls, and she was sweating from head to toe. She wanted to get the Sir Spotty doll from the claw machine. I wanted to get it too, but earlier there had been a couple hogging the machine for a long time. Throughout my childhood, my father would always buy me anything I wanted. It was usually Game Boys, computers, and stuff like that. Nothing outrageous. So I never really understood the feeling of wanting something so badly but not being able to get it. I looked at her from a distance. I watched her fail and keep trying over and over again. Her expression looked so funny and so cute. I felt a strange urge. I'd gone to an all-boys school in Hong Kong, and I also wasn't someone who liked to go out that much. I'd never really met very many girls, and I had never learned how to pick up girls. But today felt different. I really thought that she was extremely cute, and I had a special feeling about her that I didn't really understand myself. I didn't want to miss the chance of getting to know her. I mustered all of my courage and decided to get her attention. I wrote down my email address on a piece of paper, and then I bought a drink and quietly left the cup on the counter of the claw machine, with a note under the cup. Now I just needed to wait for her response. The first night, I didn't get an email. It must have been too late. She would write me back the next day, I thought. The second day, all I got was junk mail. The third day, maybe she had lost the note by accident? Maybe she had washed it in her laundry. Maybe I could find out what her email address was instead. All I needed to do was hack into the cashier system of the arcade. I could get information on all of the customers who had paid for tokens using mobile banking. And I could get more than just their email addresses, like their real addresses and bank accounts. Oh dear God, so you're the stalker. I mean, I figured as much, but that confirmed it for me. So I did it. I mustered all of my courage once again and wrote her an email. Yet, maybe she didn't really use her email? I told my father that I wanted to transfer to the school. It didn't really matter to him, and the school happened to be quite good too, so he agreed almost immediately. If he had known the truth, he would have slapped me in the face and called me a disgrace. I had also found out that she liked playing tennis. So, of course, I bought myself a racket immediately. I even finished reading all 42 volumes of the manga series The Kid of Tennis. But I would have never thought that I would get the chance to partner with her in a doubles match on my first day at the new school. And I'd also never realized that, well, everything in the manga was a lie. The only time I even touched the ball, it hit the referee. Oh crap! I sucked so bad. She must hate me now. We ended up in a tiebreaker for the match. I had read about this in the manga. Basically, it was a quick way to decide the winner when both sides had been evenly matched. If it wasn't for me, she would have already won easily. The ball was coming again. It was a fast one, and it was flying towards my right side. I was so nervous that my hand was shaking uncontrollably. I tried my best to hold the racket as steady as I could. I took a step to the right. I rushed forward. I took a step to the right, almost out of instinct, but I let the ball pass. Even if I tried to hit the ball, it would never go in. From behind me, I heard her hitting the ball. Good job! But before I could finish my thought, I felt a sudden shock of numbness and pain from the back of my head. I completely blacked out. I was in the infirmary when I woke up. It was already noon. I looked around. There was no one else in the room but the school nurse. Oh, Jimmy. What did you think was going to happen? Jimmy. Alright. Let's get it started. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.